Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to race number 28 of 36. We're at Foxhunt Raceway. Second race of the chase. It was Talladega last time around. Bryce Riles won it. So, let's go ahead and get this shit started. 28 laps around this 2-mile road course. Zimmerman, the 2x500 winner, on the pole. Cousins in second. Merzlak kicks off our chasers in third. Crago fourth, Kiro in fifth, Dalton sixth, Langton, Carpenter, Spencer, Bledsoe, Mullen, Mahari, Riles, your last week's winner, in 13th with Boston and Michaels rounding out the top 15. Oh boy.
Drivers,
Let's go ahead and get started here. 28 laps. Green flag in the air as they go long straightaway. Through the S's. This is, by the way, this is an edit of the default Sonoma track that I made a couple of years ago. Figured I'd use it one last time because I had never actually got a chance to use it in season 1. They enter turn number 3, 4, something like that. Anyways, Cousins, Kiro side by side. Zimmerman and Merzlak pull away from the field. No cautions in this race. It is a road course event. Mullen is there, trying to get around Mark Boston for whatever position that happens to be. Can't tell. Kiro's got the lane and the pass on Cousins. This track is so old, I forgot to update the DeviantArt Cup Series logo to be as we have a huge wreck farther back in the field. Llama's involved. That's a chase driver right there. Llama's got into Alex Miller and came across the nose of the 83 and then went into the tire barrier. Several cars involved there. That is not going to be good for the 48. The 83 of Kaiser spilling oil all over the track, as the 83 of Kaiser now just going to go all the way around the track, I guess. Zimmerman still leading. Where's like with a big slide through the S's. It's field now. Still a bunch of racing back here, farther back in the field. There's Paul Bledsoe there, who's actually your last chaser still on track. Max and Tang go side by side through turn 1 and up the hill to turn 2. Riles still in 13th position. I think maybe. Yep, still in 13th. Kiro gets a big slide out of the corner there. Zimmerman looking for win 2 of the season. And we should be expecting a pit stop at some point here today. Maybe, I don't know. I turned it up to 3 times tire and fuel use, so that would actually make a pit stop in this race. Lionheart's still going. Doesn't look like he got that much damage. Kaiser and Lamas both retire from the event. Last time we were out of the road course, it was Eugene the Max getting the victory, getting his second victory of the season actually. However, he is marred back in 17th right now after a poor qualifying effort. And 2 positions ahead of him is Ravenhurst, who got 2 wins this season on road courses as well, back in early going at Canadian Tire and Old Spice. Right now it is non-chaser Zimmerman leading the field. Merzlak in second. Merzlak with the road course win, of course, this season, all the way back at Montreal, race 15. Also has a win at Phoenix, which was the last race before the reconfiguration to what is going to be, well, not necessarily a accurate version to what the track will be for. Anyways, just ignoring that. Anyways, this field getting spread out now as we run the 5th lap of this 28-lap race. Leinart's actually made up a couple of spots despite receiving damage in that earlier wreck. So, side-by-side battle between Hayner and Bledsoe. Looks like Hayner's going to get the spot. Behind him, Miller and McGuinn battle for position. Spencer Mahari battling side-by-side now. Spencer's going to get the spot. Krager running in the top 10 somehow at a road course. Jackie Tang doing excellent today. Zimmerman hasn't really pulled away from Merzlak or Kiro. His top 3 all still within 2 seconds of leader. In fact, Kiro actually closed in a little bit on Zimmerman, while Merzlak lost about 300ths of a second to the 49. But can Merzlak run down the 49? Cousins with a big slide exit entering the S's. Max now up to 16th after making the pass on Michaels. Right behind Ravenhurst now. Ravenhurst, of course, with 3 wins this season. Hasn't had much luck outside the first third of the season, though. Ryle's still running in 13th. So has it moved up or lost positions since the start of the event? Zimmerman's actually starting to pull away a little bit from Merzlag and Kiro. Toyota, Pontiac, Ford, the top 3. Langford was still your points leader exiting last week. He currently runs 8th. With Chase Carpenter right in front of him in 7th. Carpenter's still in 3rd. After a decent result. Alan Bledsoe, of course, right there. Ooh. Langford catches the grass exiting that corner there. That is actually an old section of the track for reconfiguration to add an extra couple of corners or NESs to make it more like Sonoma. This isn't the only part of the reconfiguration. They actually extended the area for the hairpin here as Lana Keschel enters pit road early in the going here for what should be the first pit stop of the... Ooh, not the only one who pitted. As Zimmerman and Cousins both on pit road as well. Merzlag is now leading. Alright, so we'll now see where Zimmerman and Cousins will wind up. So it looks like they... Actually, Cousins left out ahead of Zimmerman. That is going to be very interesting. Keshiel still just now leaving pit road. Merzlag is in. Kiro's in. Most of the rest of the field coming in now. It looks like DeMax is the first driver to stay out. Max won't lead at the line, but he might be third. Yeah, DeMax will be third at the line. Will be your leader next time by, as Merzlag almost misses his pit stall. In fact, Keshiel comes out just ahead of DeMax. Looks like literally everyone else came down pit road. Yeah, the only cars on track right now are the ones who pitted and DeMax. As Merzlag and Kiro now leave pit road out ahead of Zimmerman and Cousins. In fact, a lot of drivers coming out ahead. As, oh, Krago gets hit by Cousins and will be spun around. That's not going to be good for the 12, I don't think. Cousins might not have engine issues from that. Krago will definitely have issues. The Max now on pit road. And will quite easily lead this lap. As Merzlag and Kiro not even entering the hairpin yet. But if they can only go about 10 to 11 laps on a single tank, then we will have another pit stop here as Merzlak takes over the lead at the line, actually, because the 90 pitted or has a pit stop before the start and finish line. So Merzlak is now your leader. Kiro's in second. Dalton is in third with Cousins in fourth, even though he has damage. Carpenter moves up to fifth. Mahari to sixth. Alan Bledsoe up to seventh. 49, Zimmerman, very poor pit stop, will fall all the way back to eighth. Mark Boston ninth, and DeMax able to get a top 10 position. Meanwhile, the 82 falls outside the top 10 and 11. Austin Spencer, who actually won Sonoma, will come out 12th. Riles still 13th. Ravenhurst in 14th though. Tang is in 15th. Crago fell all the way back to 16th after getting turned by Cousins. One downside of the track is the fact that the pit exit line is kind of where the racing line also is. So it looks like it will be between Merzlak and Kiro, depending on if they have a good pit stop the second time around, as Keshul is way behind everyone else, 43 seconds behind Merzlak at the line. It looks like, I think, the 88 Carpenter, or maybe even Alan Bledsoe, might come out of this race as the points leader as they run now, as DeMax takes a wider line through the hairpin. They are completing lap number 14 now. Merzlak with big slide through the S's. Able to keep it going now. Actually, a lot of drivers just sliding through the S's right there. Might be some extra oil from Kaiser. Of course, no cautions, so, you know, Bill Schills ain't gonna throw the caution for a little bit of oil on the track. As 84 of McWhorter gets into the 04 of Ishtar, and that's going to allow Paul Bledsoe to momentarily get side by side with the 84. Merzlak actually, I think, might be pulling away from Kiro a little bit. That might give small advantage when they enter pit road. We are actually past the halfway mark, and I forgot to note it. Cousins actually not that slow. Ran a very slow lap time compared to Dalton last time. Well, actually, not very slow, just 0.3 off. Anyways. Yeah. Cullen's actually not much slower than the rest of the field. It's now up to 45 seconds at the line for 31. Merzlak right now on track for his third win of the season. Though there is one more pit stop as somebody went through the grass over here. Would have had it been somebody up here. Let's take a look at that. It was the 4 of Jennifer Legacy going way wide. Yep. That's what can happen at these road courses. As based on the distance the Max went, you can actually short pit from here and make it to the end, barely. Merzlak not gonna pit though. Kiro's not gonna pit. See if anyone pits. Because the 31 of Alana Keshiel did pit early on. See if Keshiel pits this lap or not. As 3 and 02 side by side. I forgot how far back Alana Keshiel is to everybody. And Keshiel staying out for another lap. So approaching 10 to go now. Will these guys pit this time? Or is it a matter of Merzlak staying out? And Cousins is the first one to come in. Zimmerman is going to be in. Max thought about coming in, but decides to stay out. This field cycles around now. Looks like Cousins and Zimmerman were the only two to pit this time. So Keshiel going to be coming in this time as well. We should expect everyone except for the Max to come in this time by. If not next time by, as everyone except for pretty much the Max, Cousins, Keshiel, and Zimmerman came on the same lap, and Merzlak is staying out. Kiro is coming in. Dalton is staying out. Carpenter, Mahari, Alan Bledsoe, Boston, DeMax, Langton all coming in, Austin out, Riles in, Beerhurst out, Craigo staying out, and the majority of, but not everyone, is coming down this time by. This is interesting as Keshiel actually has gone down a lap at the line. Zimmerman and Cousins coming out way ahead of Merzlak. McGuinn has stayed out. Eckroff has stayed out. Crago out. Ravenhurst has stayed out. Austin Spencer has stayed out. As well as, of course, Merzlak and Dalton. So we should expect to see them come in this time. In fact, the 7 is pitting this time. Let me get rid of that. Does Dalton pit? Dalton does pit. Cashel, we should see stay out here. She does. So we should see everyone who did not pit last time by come in this time. Unless either the 69 or the 73 has like a ridiculously strong strategy or something. By strong, I mean stupid. Or something, I don't know. As Kiro is now entering the bus stop, right as 73 comes onto pit road. And 7 of Merzlak now leaving pit road. So Merzlak is first off. Kiro is out ahead of Dalton. So Merzlak now way ahead of Kiro. Must have had a great pit stop. As we have a huge wreck. Spencer is around. It's another Chase driver. See what happened there. As Jennifer Legacy goes for a spin. We'll take a look at that here in a second. Spencer was coming out. Ooh, gets hit by the Max. Fellow chaser Zimmerman. Very excellent car control there. Able to keep it off of the 25. Now, of course, going back through the turn, Jennifer Legacy also went through a spin. Ooh, got into the 69, and unfortunately Legacy went all the way out to the tire barrier. So Legacy losing a lot of spots, as Kiro is now 1.7 seconds behind the 7. Ravenhurst up into 10th. That is very good for the 47. As I believe Ravenhurst is within the last 3 positions in points right now. As there will be 6 laps to go at the line. And it is Kiro versus Merzlak right now. Kiro with only 1 win this season at Richmond on fuel strategy, being able to go on a single tank of gas, I believe. I don't know, maybe. Most likely. Anyways. And Merzlak, of course, with 2 wins that we mentioned earlier. ISM Raceway / Phoenix Raceway, whatever you want to call it. And Montreal, a road course. Of course, Kiro would like to add another one to a season that's been otherwise, he's been otherwise quiet in. Wants to build up momentum for next season. Dalton having a strong run. Has a win from Homestead. Carpenter is just the GOAT this season. Just fucking 4 wins this season during the regular season. Regular season champion. One of the strongest drivers this season by far. Mahari, not the greatest seasons, running 5th right now, having a great run. Late in the going here. Cousins has been a quiet season so far, having a good run after contact with Craig early in the race. Alan Bledsoe's been decent all season long. Has a win. at don't remember where off the top of my head. Max course went from being pretty much at the bottom of the points list to within the top 25 within a span of 4 races. 2 of those races being wins at Watkins Glen and Mid-Ohio. And raced this way, basically just earned his spot in the chase last fucking minute. Zimmerman led earlier in this race, won the opening race of the season at Daytona. Ravenhurst, we talked about 3 wins, 2 of them on road courses. Old Spice, what's it called? Mosport, and then the not a super speedway, but it was a super speedway race of Auto Club. Langston's running 11th, 1 win this season, but otherwise pretty decent so far. Tang, not a great season, but running 12th right now, so pretty decent result. Crago, of course, like we mentioned at Talladega, having a decent season, but missed out on the chase by 1 position. Mark Boston has a win at Armory Digital, I believe, if I recall correctly. Otherwise, a quiet season. Was the most consistent driver, having finished on every lap up until, I believe, some point midway through the season. That's not Kyle Corbett, that's Ryan Vaughn, who's had a quiet season. Riles got his 3rd win of the season last week at Talladega, because he won at Pikes Peak and Pensacola, so he now has 2 super speedway races that he's won at. He's running currently in 16th. He's actually lost spots after this pit stop. Mullen with a win at Dover. Tommy Hero with a quiet season. Austin Spencer with a win at Sonoma, like we mentioned earlier. The race, and I'm done going through the field, as the 4 of Legacy ran very wide out of that corner. As we are on 3 to go now, Kiro has actually been catching Merzlak. This entire time I've been monologuing about everyone's progress. Dalton is still in 3rd. So will this be another Yas Marana type finish, where the 2nd place driver takes the lead very late in the race? Langton got the win back at Yas Marana, actually, after passing Jesse Dalton with 3 turns left in the race on the final lap. And he was about half a second behind Dalton when he did it. Or actually, coming to the white flag. So, coming to 2 to go now. 7 versus 92. Pontiac versus Ford. Steel Series computer accessories versus Pepsi, the soda. 0.665 last time by. If only it was 1/1000th of a second more. Two chasers going at it here in the late stages of the race. Lap and a half to go. Can Merzlak hang on for win number 3? Or can Kiro still win number 2? They're way out ahead of the rest of the field now. Entering the hairpin for the penultimate time in this race. White flag is out. Ooh, Kiro lost time to the 7 that time by. Kiro's going to drive the lap of his life if he wants to get around Merzlak, meanwhile, just has to continue the momentum he started last lap and continue to pull away from the 92. Through the S's for the final time today. As you see cars just still racing back here. Getting across the line. Looks like Merzlak got through the S's better. Kiro's going to pretty much have to dive bomb this corner. He's closing, but can he get there? No. Merzlak's going to get the drive off the corner. He's going to come around the final bend and come across the straightaway, gets win number 3 at Foxhunt Raceway. Kiro did close a little bit on him, though, but it wasn't enough. So now we have to wait quite a bit just to get the entire field by. Here are at least your results from the top 28. Hey, what do you know? It's all done. So results, yay. I forgot what the name of this race was, so I'm gonna just call it the, I don't know. Anyways. So that, ladies and gentlemen, was Foxhunt. Next time around, it is, I think it's, oh, I remember what it was. It's going to be Lucas Oil Raceway next time by, or Indianapolis Raceway Park, whatever you want to call it. It's a short track, so it's going to be awesome. We're halfway done with the first round of the chase, folks. 2 more races to go in the first round. Lucas Oil, and then the Speedway race. I forget where though. Anyways, but next time, like I said, it's gonna be Lucas Oil. Anyways, but until then, thank you all so much for watching, and as always, I'll see you at the next race. So long, folks.